if you want to do a roadside business, you've got to be equipped to be here full time. Just taking care of the farmer's market swamps me. I sold a little bit off the highway last year. I sold tomatoes. Tomatoes is a big crop you like to make money on. I got about 6 different kinds, mostly all staking tomatoes, hybrid staking tomatoes, and all need to be worked over and behind and everything. What I tried to do this year was to I wanted to plant a cover crop of rye and then go in and plant in the spring, just till under and plant in the spring. And I didn't get anything done in the fall. I was so busy. So I planted the rye this spring, and I got to do it a little bit late. So my cover crop of rye is a little bit spotty. Till the rye in, or just keep it mowed, one or the other, just to cut my weeding time. I ran eggplant and pepper. I need to get these cleaned up right away. Last year was a real good tomato year because everybody's home tomatoes got the blight real bad, and so there was a good market for tomatoes. It stayed up around 40 cents a pound the whole summer, which is real nice. So I pulled back a little bit. I only planted 500 plants, just enough to be there, but if it's something luck out, not enough to be into it over my head, or I was trying to pick 2,000 tomato plants and nobody was buying them. Farmers are just kind of crazy because they have a good year, or 2 good years in a row, and then they all jump in over their heads, and then the bottom falls out of the market and they all go broke. They're really stupid. While it's there, it's a pretty good income, but it's such a short season.
Yeah,
my goal, my long-term goal with vegetables, the reason that I'm into vegetables, other than that I enjoy working with vegetables, is that what I really want to do is work 9 months out of the year and then have 3 months off.
So in '73, we, my family, my husband and I, and my 2 little girls, they're now married, lived on the farm, and we had so much food, that we just had more than we needed. I worked with the city, and it was quite a promotion because they were a little bit negative and probably thought it would never go because we were the only ones really interested. They just listened to me, to what I had in mind, and they were very, they were interested, but they didn't see the seriousness of my plan. So I owned my acreage out on Dubuque Street, and I was going to have, no one was there. It was just an open acre, and I was going to advertise and have it there, and they said I couldn't. So I'll charge $1 just for anyone who wants to come in and set their pickup there and sell things. I was going to start on my own acreage. It was city if they didn't cooperate. So they finally said, well, we'll find a spot, and this is it, and this was ideal. This was ideal because of the shelter here for rain and everything. And that first year in '73, there was absolutely no one here but my husband and his old pickup and my daughter. And then we had to start working with promotion then. We started with the Press Citizen, and they came down, took pictures, and put a splash in the paper. And then next week we had a few more people here coming to buy. The next week there were 2 vendors came with their food and brought it in, and that was about it for '73. In '74 there was only about 2 more vendors, and we still had to work very hard to get it promoted. And finally it took off with more and more people bringing things, more people coming, more enthusiasm.
I guess I started because I enjoyed vegetables. I enjoyed gardening, so I saw this as kind of an extension of gardening, and as I got more and more into it, I realized it was less an extension of gardening and more a business, and it wasn't just like selling extra. Now I'm not selling extra, I'm selling, I'm doing this to make money. It's a business for me. So for some of the people it's selling their extra and have a kind of a hobby, but for me it's a profession, and I don't know. Obviously, if I wasn't making money, I wouldn't be here. I think at some point, you have to, there's that, but I think of a lot easier ways to make it. I don't know.
I've kept bees for 10, 12 years. I was here once before, about 9 years ago. And we extracted honey yesterday, and I had an awful lot of it. And I called the city, and I said, can I come down tomorrow morning? And they said, yes, somebody just canceled out under the bridge. So I'm here. It's very simple. I'm not getting rich. The 3 of us spent 9 hours yesterday extracting this, and from a labor standpoint, if I get rid of all of it, I'll be able to pay my mother, my father, and my son. It's more fun than it is profitable.
I just grow herbs and I just like to sell them. It's not my primary source of income.
Well, yeah, I'm working full-time this summer. I did last year. I farmed full-time, but this summer I'm working at the job 40 hours a week, and then I farm full-time after that. What it takes to be successful at it is a lot of organization, a lot of you have to really be on top of what you're doing.
The only reason I come down here is because you got more people, and it's a lot faster. And I don't know, the crowd down here is real good. And it's really better than Cedar Rapids. See, I'm from Cedar Rapids, and I also have a stall in Cedar Rapids, but 95% of my produce I bring down here rather than go to Cedar Rapids.
The market really took off in the last about 3 years. The last 3 years have really, when it's grown to its present size. 4 years ago, it wasn't this big. But other than a few specialty items, it's pretty much what's available at stores. Raspberries, things like that.
So they're selling cherries, black and red raspberries, white cherries, sweet cherries, beans, onions, beets, lettuce, peas.
But there's quite a variety of things. If you walk around the market, you can do a lot of shopping here.
We're selling flotches and rolls, bread, handmade toys, flowers, eggs, and we don't have a very large flock of hens, but we sell the eggs that we don't use. And we have dill and spearmint, flowers.
Most of the time we buy vegetables only because the baking my wife does herself in the home. You can see a lot of people, you can meet a lot of people, and you get fresh vegetables also. So it's fun.
Oh, the prices are definitely cheaper and the produce is a lot better than the grocery store.
In season, we can almost always beat their quality.
I like to come here early in the morning because the produce is very fresh, and I like the people who sell it. You get somewhat better bargains, but I just enjoy being here.
Oh, I don't know. Cheap vegetables, good quality. I don't know. It's kind of a social event, too. People come down to see their friends.
I never miss a Saturday morning.
I'm enjoying the casual atmosphere a lot, and people seem to be in good spirits.
Yeah, most of my business is regular customers. Almost, I'd say probably 90% of my business is regular customers. Most people buy. I mean, they come to buy. There are very few people who just come down to look. You don't get up at 7:30 and come down to look, But they do wander around a lot and compare prices and see what's here and stuff.
I'm Tom Lunkley. What am I? I'm a Presbyterian. No, I'm the market master. I try to ensure that this runs smoothly. Tough.
All I know is I look forward to October 15th. The market runs from June 2nd on Saturday till October 15th on Saturday, September 28th on Wednesday, 6 to 8 on Wednesday. Vendors can set up a half an hour ahead of time, 7:30 to 11:30 on Saturday. For every hour that a vendor spends here, probably 12 hours of work go into it. So to the buyer, how hard is it to sit on your tailgate and sell things? This is nothing. This is the anticlimax. This is for a 4-hour market. We're probably talking 36 hours of work minimum per vendor. A lot of work. It doesn't just get down here by itself.
Each year is totally different. This wasn't real 3 years ago, and it's real, if you know what I mean. This has a life of its own. What do you see? 1,500 people, 7:30 on a Saturday morning. What, are they crazy? They should be watching cartoons. They should be sleeping. And yet, they come here to a parking lot at 7:30 on Saturday morning. What, are they crazy or what? I know why they come here. It's the quality. I used to think it was the prices. Since I have to stand here, I ask, do you get any deals today? Did you get any bargains? people always say the same thing. Doesn't matter to me what it costs. It's high quality and it's fresh out of the garden. And with the baked goods, it's fresh baked and real food. These people are here for real food. These people don't use non-dairy creamer. These people don't buy generic bread. They want real food. They're sick of the dreadful assortment at the supermarket, so they come down here for real food. Real food sold here.